You finally did it. The scale is finally moving, your clothes fit differently, people are complimenting you, and then one morning, you stand in the shower and you notice something different. Hair. Everywhere. In the drain, on your brush, and even on your clothes. And suddenly you're wondering, I worked so hard to get healthy. Why am I now losing hair? If you've recently lost weight and noticed increased shedding, you're not imagining it. In today's episode, we're talking about why rapid weight loss can trigger hair loss, the hidden role nutrient deficiencies, inflammation play, and what you can do to support recovery and what every woman should know before starting a weight loss journey. Because losing weight shouldn't mean losing your confidence along with your hair. So let's get into today's episode. Do you want healthy, full, manageable, natural hair in simple solutions, but struggle with finding safer options you can trust and want to take all of your time and energy to search? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Ashley, wife, mom, and Jesus BFF. I learned the secret of how to care for my hair and save time while maintaining it. Holistic care. So if you're ready for healthy hair, better health, and faith that helps you stay consistent, grab your comb, your brush, and your Bible because it's time to grow. Hello, beautiful. Now, have you ever thought about this, that weight loss itself can cause hair loss? The reality is that there's a lot of things that happens behind the scenes when there's weight loss going on. And it's that your body is often viewing rapid weight loss as a form of stress. Now, when we compare our hair to our vital organs like our heart and our lungs, hair itself is not essential for survival. So this means that when your body senses a big trauma experience in your life, whether that's illness, surgery, childbirth, emotional stress, or even aggressive dieting, it's going to shift the resources towards your keeping your vital organs functioning, because it's all about priorities. Your body is extremely smart, so it's going to make sure your organs are functioning well before your hair is flourishing. So as a result, what happens to your hair? Well, now your hair is going into this resting phase or the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle. And about 2 to 4 months later, you may start to notice your hair is beginning to shed. And this is called the telogen effluvium. So many women may think, my hair started falling out this month, so something must have happened this month. But really, when you notice hair loss, it was something happening months prior, but now your body is catching up and letting you know, like, hey, there's something you need to kind of check out. There's something going on in your body. So when it comes to dieting, a lot of times you may experience shedding after extreme calorie restriction, crash diets, rapid weight loss surgery, significant illness, GLP-1 medications, especially when the nutrition isn't supported. Now, overall, what's happening is that when your body is seeing that this is something new that's happening, like a big change, then it's going to likely trigger a stress response. Now, what does that look like when it comes to nutrition? Well, a lot of times when it comes to this, we could be so focused on eating less that we may stop eating enough of what our hair actually needs. When it comes to our hair follicles, it's the most active structure in the body. So this means that it requires a constant supply of nutrients. And a lot of times when you're going through these changes with your diet, then you may be missing out on some of these nutrients. And some of these deficiencies are like protein as well as iron, especially with iron. I remember I had to go and get some blood work to see exactly where my iron was, because when I was going to the doctor, they were saying that my levels were fine. But of course, I wanted to see exactly what my numbers were. So I got my blood checked and I was pretty low on iron. And I was noticing that with my hair. Another deficiency is zinc. Now, zinc also plays an important role in tissue repair and healthy hair follicle function. Another deficiency is vitamin D. This has been linked to hair loss as well. And lastly, another deficiency that plays a role that people a lot of times miss when it comes to dieting is essential fatty acids. Now, when it comes to eating our healthy fats, this is very important because it's going to help to support our hormones, making sure they're balanced, as well as keeping our scalp nice and healthy. And it's going to help to regulate inflammation. When everything is nice and balanced, then that's when you don't have inflammation, and it's going to keep it regulated. And speaking of inflammation, many women assume losing weight automatically means becoming healthier. Now, you're going to look amazing on the outside, but once again, like I said, your body is now trying to see this, understand this new you. So it's going to trigger a stress response if it's happening too fast. And if weight loss is achieved through excessive restriction, nutrient depletion, chronic stress, even over exercising, that inflammation can still remain elevated. Now, when it comes to inflammation, it doesn't just affect your joints or digestion, but it can also affect the environment surrounding your hair follicle. So when your body is under stress and your inflammation levels are still high, then hair growth, it becomes an even lower priority. So how can we support hair during weight loss? Because the summer is here, and well, the summer right now is approaching, depending on when you're going to listen to this episode. And so we want to keep our weight at bay, and we also want to keep our hair. So what can we do? Well, the good news is that in many cases, this type of shedding is temporary. And hair recovery, it often begins once the stress is addressed. So here are some ways you can support your hair during your weight loss journey. The first thing you want to do is you want to prioritize your protein. So what does that mean? Well, as you're eating and planning out your food for the week, you want to make sure you're including protein in every meal. Your hair follicles, it needs those amino acids to produce healthy, strong strands. So make sure you're prioritizing your protein in every meal. The second thing you want to do is you want to slow down aggressive weight loss if you can help it. One of the things that I think about is a lot of times how we pray and we ask God for things, and sometimes he doesn't respond right away, or he doesn't give us the answer or the thing that we need in that moment. And what's happening is that he's building our character, he's building our patience, and also building our trust and love for him during those moments of silence. And overall, I'm grateful for that because it builds your character and everything. And the same thing is when it comes to weight loss. Like even though there's a lot of things and products that's out there to help you lose weight, sometimes it's good, like you're gonna look amazing, but faster isn't always better. There's a reason why you have to, you don't just get your result when you go to the gym one time. You have to consistently go because it's also building discipline. And gradual, sustainable weight loss is often easier on the body and less likely to trigger excessive shedding when it comes to your hair. So just want to share that as well. Now, the third thing you want to focus on is to monitor your key nutrients. Now, consider working with your healthcare provider, or going to your lab to get some blood work. But you want to Pay attention to your iron status as well as your ferritin levels, your vitamin D levels, B12, zinc. All of this is very important, especially if the shedding is very, very high. You want to monitor those. The fourth thing that you want to do is manage your stress. Physical stress and emotional stress, those both matter. So what can we do when it comes to that? Well, like I always say, I want to give it to God. If there's anything that I'm trying to control in my life and that I notice, then I want to be sure that I'm not just really focusing on that and trying to do it all in my will. But I want to give it to Him and give him that stress, right? So I won't be burdened with it. But the other things that we can do is to prioritize our sleep, prioritize how we recover, as well as our movement, making sure we get some movement in. Some people not able to go to the gym consistently, but whatever that movement look like for you, even if it's for a few minutes each and every day, even if it's just around your house, you just want to prioritize some kind of movement. By doing this, you're actually supporting your body, and all of this can play a role to creating a healthier environment for hair growth when all of that is prioritized and managed. Now, the fifth thing you want to do, and this is my final tip, is to focus on long-term health. So instead of asking yourself, it's the month of June and I need to get this weight off me because I plan to be going on some trips or whatever. You don't want to ask yourself, how quickly can I lose this weight? But now you want to shift your perspective and ask yourself, how can I support my body while I'm losing weight? And this is going to really make a big difference and give you grace while you're in the journey. And I strongly believe that the Lord is going to meet you there. So as I close, if you're experiencing hair loss, especially after weight loss, please don't stress out and don't panic. Hair shedding, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're completely damaged your hair. It's often your body's way of communicating that it needs some more support. So remember, hair is a reflection of what's happening internally. The goal isn't simply to lose weight. The goal is to become a healthier version of you that supports your entire body, including your hair. So if you're planning a weight loss journey right now, or if you're in it right now, don't wait until the shedding starts. Support your nutrition, prioritize your protein, manage your stress, and create a plan that works for your body instead of against it. Because sustainable health should help you feel confident in your skin and your hair. Now, I pray that this episode has blessed you. Please be sure to share with someone that comes to mind. Also, be sure to join my hair wellness community. I'll make sure to have the link in the show notes where I give weekly hair tips for you along your journey, and as well as keeping you encouraged in your faith. And I will talk to you later. Bye, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you please take 30 seconds and share with a friend who may want to care for their hair without overwhelm and confusion? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It lights me up to feel the love when I know the podcast is helping you. Well, I'm off to care for my crown, drink my water, and stop touching my hair. I'll meet you back on Tuesday for another quick episode. Love ya!